Greetings, minions, space cadets, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger, playing Empyrion, Galactic Survival. This is episode 2, and we're pretty much right where we left off. And I've done some playing in a separate game, a separate offshoot of this game, I guess you could say. And just getting the feel for things. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of trying to remember where we left off. Probably should have done some homework and watched the video of the last episode, but that's just how things go sometimes. But I have learned a few things to make this game run a little bit smoother in terms of, figuring out what to do. And if I do recall, let's see, our base is over there, and if I recall, we got a generator and a fuel tank, so we're going to need to build a constructor. So let's see, where shall we find this? Alright, we'll go through here, and we're going to need 2 computers, 2 control devices, 5 electronics, 2 motors, and 4 pipes. We got some of the other stuff, so let's go with 2 computers. And to make 2 computers, we need 2 control devices. So 1, 2, and let's see, we'll need 4 electronics. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one thing I did notice in the other game that I played was that in the beginning of this game, you gotta really be tight on the resource management. You get a finite source of materials, and in particular silicon, and silicon is needed for electronics and stuff like that. And the thing is if you run out, there's a ship over here, a crashed ship, guarded by drones, and they're kind of like between you and a silicon deposit. And at the early stage of the game, you're not really in a good position to take on those drones to get that silicon. So let's see, we should have... Oh, we got to make the computers first, derp. So, you got to play it pretty tight to begin with. But once you get past that hurdle of getting your base set, and you get the guns that you can make, like the assault rifle, I guess, is ideal for taking on the drones. Then you can go take them on and then get to that silicon deposit, and things ease for you a little bit with that particular resource. Now, you'll still have to do mining for iron and copper and promethium. For the neodymium, I'm not exactly sure what that's used for, at least yet. I guess we will find out. Perhaps in ship construction, but I don't know. So we'll need 2 more control devices. And as you can see, it requires 1 cobalt, 1 copper, 1 silicon. So we get that built, and we will need 5 electronics. So we'll queue those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have such a terrible short-term memory, it's not even funny. 2 motors, 4 pipes. I think I can remember that. So, motors... Oh, it's going to eat up our thing. So, pipes... Now, I wrote some of this down. And... let's see, I can't find that right at the moment. Like I said, I am terrible with a short-term memory. Hell, even long-term memory can be kind of fuzzy for me. Which is why I keep notes all over my desk. Alright, so we need 4 pipes. Derp. Really screwed that one up, didn't I? Alright, so we'll make those real quick. And then we'll need to make how many motors for that constructor? 2 motors. I found a note. Okay. 2 motors, and then we'll probably have to make more electronics and more cables. Eventually, I'm going to try to make a chart showing each major item, what it breaks down to, and then what it breaks down to, what is needed to make those parts. So you can kind of get an idea for exactly how many pieces of what you need to make these large items, and you know, these are going to save your biscuit here. So let's see, we got 3 of those. We need 2 more. 1, 2. Now chances are this isn't going to be a pulse pounding game, say like 7 Days to Die is with a horde. It is survival and you know, gathering resources, but you know, if I'm going through it, you're going to be going through it too at some point. So let's see how we're doing on, well, food and oxygen are starting to get lacking here. We'll eat a ration in just a minute here. We'll get this built and put some of this stuff down here. Now, in my other game, I have built a base, and I have moved on to the, I believe it's called the MS Titan, the crashed ship that the drones are protecting. And funny story about it, usually when you run up to it, the drones will attack you. They have like a motion sensor of some kind that detects you there, and then they just start shooting the crap out of you. But in this one particular instance, I ran up to the Titan, just ran. I didn't even have a vehicle yet. I don't even have one yet. I haven't built one. In fact, I'll probably build one on camera just for you guys first. But anyway, I ran up to the MS Titan, and for some reason the drones were stuck partially inside the superstructure of the ship. So I was able to sneak by them, run inside. I drilled out all the dirt in this one area, opened up a bunch of supply crates, found the core. My inventory was so packed full I couldn't add anymore, so I escaped out the back and ran back to my base. Not a scratch on me, which I was both impressed and stunned by. Okay, so we got that. What else are we going to need that we can build here? Food processor. So we'll need make 2 more computers. In order to make 2 more computers, we need 2 more control devices and 4 electronics. So those will grind through. While we're doing that, let's get some munchies in us. I keep hitting the right click to eat instead of left click. Still working on that muscle memory, guys. It'll come in time, though. We got our oxygen on. And there's the second puff of that. So let's make sure these are topped off. Most excellent. And let's wobble around a lot. Okay, I must have put the energy packs up in here. And I did. Okay. So we'll toss those in. And let's see how we're doing. Okay, so we got that made, so we need to make, what was it, 2 computers? Yeah, 2 computers. And then after that we will need 2 pipes. Should be simple enough, right? And then we can make a food processor. And we'll also have to put down some blocks around our base. But yeah, I'm getting really used to the game. you know, it was a little bit of a learning curve in certain aspects. Let's see, why isn't that there? Wait, did I already make that? Where'd it go? Why is this not made? Alright, maybe I need to make another computer. I must have went blind and dumb or something while I was flapping my gums. Alright, well, we'll just make another computer. 2 cables. And make a computer. I think I made too many cables. Now there is some glitches in the game I've noticed. But you know, this is a pre-alpha game, so I wouldn't expect everything to work perfectly the first time through. But I mean, it works pretty good so far. But yeah, just some minor glitches, minor things that could be tweaked, and you know, the game's got plenty of time to affect that. Alright, so now we should be able to make a food processor. As soon as this builds, anyway. Actually, you can queue that up and it'll start building as soon as the last of that's done. Another thing I noticed is that you can pile up a whole bunch of stuff, and if you don't have enough resources, it'll use up all the resources. If it can't make any more, then it kills it out of the queue and then goes to the next thing to build. So that's kind of nice. Let's see. These require a control device, which is being used up, I think. Yeah, the control devices seem to be in just about every single one of the major devices up in here. So let me get reacquainted with what I got. I don't really think I'm going to be needing the filler tool. Eventually I will be needing a assault rifle. And while we're here and got the resources here, let's make a gun. Make things go boom. So we need 5 metal components and 1 electronics. So metal components, I believe, are these here. Oh, that's metal pieces. Okay, so what was it? 5? Brain just went on me. Okay, so 5 and 1. 1, 2. Oh, I already got 3 here. And then, what was it? 5 and 2 or 5 and 1? See, I'm telling you, my brain is just not... Alright, it's 5 and 1. That's good. My brain is just not handling the memorization of stuff. And then you gotta consider I'm also playing 2 different games. And got a bunch of other stuff going on too, so, well. Those are my excuses and I'll stick to it. So we'll put that up in here. Let's see, we're going to need to make ammo for this bad boy. So ammo for the assault rifle is 6.8 millimeter, which I believe are these, and it requires magnesium powder and metal pieces. Now the metal pieces, I think, are used mostly in ammo, whether it's for your drill gun or whatever. Let's see, how much magnesium? We got 20. We'll make 30. I don't think it's going to use them all up. So come over here, make some ammo. We'll just queue the hell out of it, because this is going to be our main weapon of choice anyway. So while we got that cooking off, let's go back to the base structure and let's get our blocks up in here and new base. Okay, there we go. Still getting motion sick a little bit, or just dazzled by, you know, the twitching around that this game causes. It's supposed to simulate, you know, like you running, and I mean, if you try running, you're not going to be keeping a straight level ahead the whole time. So still makes it irritating as hell though to watch in the game. So I do apologize for that. Alright, so we'll extend it out this way. Alright, so we got that. Now, one thing I did in my other game that is different from here is I used a different type of ramp. And let me see if I can get this out of your face here. So we'll have to get rid of that ramp and put in a proper ramp, because this one here you have to jump up on, and I don't think you can build underwater so well, so we'll do something about that. So this is a 3 wide block. Let's extend. It's too dark. So put a block there for now. And a block here, and these will be the starting points for our walls. Gosh, I wish it wouldn't get up in your face like that. So developers of this game, please take note that we like this game, but try to make it a little easy on us here, will ya? Alright, so we're out of building blocks. But we do have some equipment we can make some space for. And this is going to be a little bit different than what my base is. But I'm just going to go all along one particular section here if I can. I'm probably going to need more blocks. Let's see, we'll rotate this. Wrong one. Now to do the rotation of blocks in 7 Days to Die, you do it with the mouse. In this game, however, you do it with the insert, delete, home, and page up, page down. And so there's that. Now this is probably going to be a narrow entrance. I'm not too big on that, but we'll just roll with it. And there we place that. What else? We got that food processor. So we can put that. I kind of want to get more blocks first. So yeah, we'll go back to the ship and make more blocks. Hopefully by the time we get back there, what's being constructed ammo-wise will be done. And this is what the first days of this game is going to be like, just running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until you can get your base, you know, pretty much settled in, and then you can start fixating on building vehicles, particularly the ground vehicle. But I haven't even built it yet myself, so we'll just make do with what we got. So right now we got that. We got a gun now. Make boom boom. Let's make some blocks. Let's make 50 of them. There we go. Last of the ammo's done. We still got some magnesium powder left, but I ain't gonna burn it all up. Really, you just gotta pinch on the resources until you can find a place where you can, you know, replenish it. So let's see, the ramps. Now the ramps that I used are these right here. So we'll build one of those and one of these. You have a ramp top and then a ramp bottom. And this here's what you attach to the base, and this here you attach to the front of this. So it's a two-step down type ramp. The slopes that they have on here, I wouldn't recommend them for ramps. I think they're just for shape. So bear that in mind when you're building your base. Go with these kind instead of these kind. I mean, if this works for you, by all means, go for it. But for me, this works because I won't have to jump onto it. Let's see, what else can we do here? Let's build a repair and remove tool. So we're going to need 4 metal components. We already got 2. So let's queue that up. 2 metal components, please. Thank you very much. And then we're going to need 1 electronics. That's no biggie. We got the cables already. Now we're also going to need ammo. And ammo for the drill and remove or the remove and all that tool. Bleh. Requires a fuel pack. If I get it to hold still, and metal pieces. Again, we go with those little pieces that I guess are just only used for ammo. Oh, we're out of iron ingots apparently. So you know what this means, guys? We're going mining. So the nearest iron deposit is over this way. If this is anything like my other game, there's a copper deposit up top of that mountain. And I just found it. So let's go and replenish our iron supply. Now mining is kind of interesting in this game. I like it, and at the same time it can be a little bit irritating, because I would like that it'd be like in 7 Days to Die, where you click the pickup button, which in this game is T, and in 7 Days to Die it's E. I would like so that when you just press it, all of the dropped materials automatically just come right to you, like a tractor beam. Makes some sense in this game because it's a space game. So, to do the drill, the left mouse button is the strong drill, and the right mouse button is the weaker drill. It's so you don't just dig a big, deep, gouging hole in the ground. So we'll start off with the light touch. And you see how the ground kind of shrank away gradually and kind of smoothly? Now watch what it does with the strong drill. I am hungry! Feed me iron! You see how I just dug it up like badass. So there's a fine touch to it and a just give me that crap really quick touch to it. So that might help you, if you don't want to really go crazy. See, that's a soft touch right here. Okay, so it doesn't really dig really deep. Let's see, I think I can pick this one up. This is iron here. And the ones that don't disappear, those are the ones you want to pick up. Now, one thing I have noticed about mining is that when you dig, say, along the sides, and we'll do it with a strong drill here. Okay, so we have some resources that drop down. They're going to roll down. They're like spheres just rolling downhill. So they pretty much go towards the path of gravity or the path of least resistance. So if you dig a hole, say like that, and then you use the weak drill, everything will just kind of funnel down to the bottom, kind of like this. See See how it all just kind of tumbles down to one low point? That might help you make it easier on picking up all this instead of having it spaced out all the way around you. See how it all goes down to the lowest point? So there, that might help you collect your resources a little bit better, but it also depends on your location. Some places you dig will be in the side of a mountain, and some will be like straight up and down. So it's a matter of if you want to be able to get back out again or not. Okay, so we did it kind of in a fan shape, and there we go. See, it all tumbles back down pretty much to the lowest point. Pretty cut and dry for that. Now, I could do like I did in my other game and just get every single scrap of this discolored rock, which is all the iron actually, and then go back. But we got plenty to get us by for now, and this episode isn't going to last forever. So kind of digging a way out, and by the time we get back, we're going to be out of iron ingots, I'm sure. Alright, if you get stuck, hit J for the back jetpack, and then hit space to kind of, or hold space to kind of jet out of it. And then you let go to cut the jet engines on your backpack, and you'd be able to get out. Excuse me. Now we're not going to bother doing any hunting. We are going to have to get some oxygen in us. One of the things we want to build on the base, when we get the platform built out a little bit more, is an oxygen station. Oxygen station and a med bay, and we have to put in an oxygen tank. Alright, so we are back at the ship. Get our O2 up. Alright, we're good for now. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Let's see what has finished. Looks like all of it. Good deal. So we got our blocks, we got our ramps. Let's put this in here, and then let's just refine it into ingots. So 1 ingot takes 5 iron ore. We have 98, so we can make about 19 of these, I think, is how it works. Or maybe my math is screwed up. That's another thing I'm not good at, is math. I can have a genius IQ, but I just cannot handle numbers. I think one of the glitches I have seen in here is when you have materials being constructed in here, and then you take it and move it around in here, it'll either cancel out this, or it'll just completely lose your resources. So you have to be kind of careful about moving things around in here while constructing. At least this is what I kind of surmise has happened. Yeah, so don't finagle around all silly willy-nilly. I ain't making any of these, so that's fine. But yeah, you just gotta be careful. I mean, if I went to pick this up and move it over here while it's constructing it, it'll probably lose this. It's happened at least once to me in my other game. So we need ammo. Let's see, we should build our remove and repair tool. So we got that. Next thing we need to make is the ammo for it. Now these are like power packs for the drill, for the flattener tool, and for the remove and repair tool. So green for the repair tool, yellow for the flattener, blue for the drill. kind of keep that in mind. So we got 2 for the drill already. Let's see. Do we have any promethium? We don't have any more fuel packs, do we? We used them all up. So we're going to have to get promethium, which we'll do in the next episode. And to get promethium, it is over, let's see which way. I think it's over this way. Yes, promethium deposit. And the mining it is just the same as with the iron. It's just kind of in the side of a mountain. And we'll make some fuel packs so we can make ammo for our drill and repair tool, and then get the base started up really good. And then once we get the base up and running, where we'll have a generator, we already have the constructor in place. We need to get the oxygen in place and the tanks in place. Once we get that, and we won't need the shuttlecraft anymore, or this escape pod anymore, we will tear this apart and gather all the resources from it. Now, I've done that in my other game, and it was nice. I got a lot of resources for, construction resources out of it. But we shall do that in another episode, since we're at the 31-minute mark and we're a little over. Anyways, I'm really loving this game. I'm hoping you guys got it and are loving this too. I can't wait to see what new stuff comes out of this, and what updates come up down the line. But that's all in the future, my friends. So anyways, if you like this video, please click the like button. If you dislike this video, please click the dislike button, but give me a polite and a constructive criticism comment as to why you didn't like this video. If you were bored by this video, click the dislike button, then the like button. They'll cancel each other out, and it gives you something to do. By all means, share my videos for all your friends and anybody you know that's playing this game or is interested in this game. I could really use the free advertising, but only if you deem my videos worthy. I don't want you to just, I'll just pass it off. No, if you really think that this is worth sharing, do it. Otherwise, don't. I don't want people to be spammed with my crap. Subscribe, and you can keep up to dates with all my videos. I'm doing the best I can to put out at least one of each video every day now. I did an episode, which was the unboxing episode, yesterday, and put up an episode of 7 Days to Die, and I intend to put this up today, and a previously recorded episode of 7 Days to Die up tonight. So if you're subscribed, you can keep up to date with that, and yeah, that'll be cool. I definitely appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time out to hear me blather and fuddle about. It's been a lot of fun for me, and I hope it has been for you. So until next time, see you later. Twitch.